Hello, my name is Robert J. Sodaro, and I am one of the authors of Weird Fiction Quarterly. And I'm going to read right now one of my 500-word flash fiction stories that was published in one of the issues of Weird Fiction Quarterly. And here we go. I've always liked puzzles. They never seemed as difficult to me as they did to others. Crossword, searches, Sudoku, it doesn't matter. They were all simple for me. I never understood why others seemed to have difficulty untangling the hidden messages in them. Eventually, I transitioned to more complex puzzles, to cracking ciphers and coding. It was my love for code breaking that led me to deciphering antediluvian languages. This, of course, steered me towards learning multiple languages, both modern and antiquated, and of course, increased my ability not only to crack, but develop more complex codes. All of this is why, upon college graduation, I was approached by the CIA and immediately assigned to their Codebreaker division. There, I spent a decade cracking codes of several rogue nations and terrorist cells. However, after all that time sequestered away, working in Langley's sub-basement, going down endless rabbit holes, chasing ghosts, and attempting to crack their ciphers in an effort to prevent the next 9/11 guided me into some unusual directions. While following one particular heinous terror cell, I became sidetracked after stumbling upon this one curiously arcane text entitled The King in Yellow. The more I dug into the play's background, the more fascinated I was. All the information I acquired about it indicated that actually reading it drove you quite mad. Without reading it myself, hey, I'm no fool. I acquired all the information I could. I hit on a plan that was so scathingly brilliant and diabolically clever that I was certain it would work. Fortunately, I had proven myself so valuable to the agency, I was allowed to work mostly unsupervised. After some consideration, I determined that the rewards from my plan far outweighed the risk and decided to proceed on my own. First, I acquired an air gap computer, that is to say, one that had never been hooked up to the internet. Next, I fed a hard copy of the play into a printer to OCR, optical character read it, and then using an AI, artificial intelligence program, I had the program translate the text into my own cipher and offloaded the cipher onto a flash drive. I mailed the drive to a dead dropped in Budapest, where an associate retrieved it and hand carried it across the border to a rebel camp in Bulgaria. There it was handed to an asset who loaded it into a mainframe server that was the hub of a secure intranet on the dark web. The file was labeled as highly classified and tagged for decryption. A month later, somebody cracked my deceptively simple code and shared it across their closed system. Here, it was only a matter of weeks for 100% saturation. From that point on, it was all she wrote, as everyone who read the file went stark raving mad. 30 days later, a poison pill wiped the digitized play from existence. It is, after all, a fearful thing to fall into the hands of a living god, or, a cipher coder. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be reading some more at another time. Thanks very much.